Also bei mir war es insofern ein bisschen schwierig, als dass
In my case, it was a little difficult. I was diagnosed with a kidney disorder at the age of 8. My kidney function remained stable, so I actually had a good life. And the situation that it was possible with dialysis only arose when it came to my desire to have a child. I was simply told that it was possible a pregnancy would cause so much stress on the kidneys that they would not be able to cope. Until this consultation, I honestly believed that I could, would, should never have my own children. That means it was an opportunity and not a risk for me. And well, what are the risks if I will be on dialysis? My son was born healthy at 37 weeks. And of course, the kidneys deteriorated during the pregnancy. And at one point, they began to deteriorate continually. So I went directly from kidney disease to PD, because it wasn't an acute emergency situation. That means I still had good residual kidney function that allowed me to go through the surgery, the healing phase, all of that, without dialysis. My son was 4 years old at the time. Of course, at 4, he still had that childish curiosity. Oh, what are those things? Mummy has a tube. Why does Mummy have a tube? Meanwhile, it was a case of, oh yes, Mummy has a bag. Mummy is a marsupial. And for him, it's integrated into life, as it is for us. It's something normal for him.
I
was offered PD in different variants that are available, hemodialysis and transplantation. And in the end, the decision-making process was really about considering the advantages and disadvantages. I read an incredible amount and also looked at patient reviews, but I knew fairly quickly that it would have to be a variant that was at least mobile. I ruled out a transplant because I had a small child. I tended to think that a transplant meant immunosuppression, that it meant being more sensitive to germs, thinking small child, elementary school, childhood illnesses. And hemodialysis was really not an option for me. I didn't want to be dependent on others. And another thing was that I couldn't imagine being hooked up to a machine somewhere on a regular basis. I am bound by times. It would be very hard to fit it in if my days were always planned out in advance. Put in this way, having a child, flexibility is really necessary. We always travel a lot. We love different cities, so we are also city tourists. For us, it's not just summer, sunshine, beach and sea, but we travel a lot because our whole family lives in Austria, and we are both Austrian ourselves. In the beginning, I really tried to find the variants that would allow me the highest degree of autonomy and freedom.
CAPD is definitiv geeignet für Leute, die
CAPD is definitely suitable for people who don't have a regular routine or a set structure, or no daily schedule, which could change if their day could change suddenly, or if it could bring unexpected changes with it. Especially young parents with children often can't plan ahead very effectively. I was given good informational material, really, with images and step-by-step instructions. So I was able to battle my way through it from the very beginning until it became routine. There are 2 or 3 things that you simply have to imprint on your mind, especially the disinfection at the right positions. It's really learnable for everyone, I think, even older people. In the beginning, having so much fluid in the belly really took some getting used to. Well, I felt as if I'd eaten too much and would rather go and lie down for a while and not move. But it was amazing how I actually, let's say, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, when my body accepted it, when I no longer felt that it was a foreign body or an additional burden. Swimming is the biggest issue. That's something that, especially with a child, is certainly the thing that puts the most strain on me personally. The issue of the exit becoming infected is always on my mind. When you're inline skating, you have to make sure that the catheter is safely tucked away. And with the limitations and the awareness, a whole lot is possible. There's always support. You can call a hotline 24 hours if you are afraid. But it's something, of course, you have to be confident about and just want to take this responsibility. I think it's a good option for people who are used to taking responsibility for themselves. People who have the courage and want to take responsibility for themselves and their bodies. For these, CAPD or any form of PD are a good choice.
Jegliche Form der PD eine gute Variante.